Well, hey again, everyone. This is Bob from Hot Rock Central, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how I'm combining my Tesla Powerwall with my lithium phosphates. And when they tell you you can't combine different battery chemistries, they don't know what they're talking about. I'll get into the nitty gritty on that after a little bit of a backstory on this. A little while ago, I'm a regular Craigslist scanner, and I was looking for a good solar deal. And not long ago, a guy had an ad up for a couple of power walls and a bunch of solar panels. So I started doing a little bit of research and found out these power walls are 13.5 kilowatts each. So he had 26 kilowatts worth of batteries there and a bunch of solar panels too. And for like, $700-800. So first thing I did is called him up lickety split and said, I got to come out and take a look at this stuff. He said, okay. So I went out, and what ended up happening is these Tesla power walls, for some reason, the house they came out of them had a had a really bad power surge or something like that, and the Teslas never came back up again. They couldn't get them to work. So they just pulled them out. The insurance company paid for it, and I don't know what they did with the solar panels, but they must have pulled them off the roof and just threw them on the ground or something like that because they were just busted up like crazy. So I said, well, I'm not interested in your solar panels, but I'll take the power walls. So he said, okay, well, you can have the power walls for $350 a piece. So I said, okay, great. So anyways, $700 for the power walls and about $50 for gas for the 300-mile round trip. I got 26 kilowatts for $750. Now, if you want to find out how good a deal that is, over here is my lithium phosphate batteries. I got 3 banks there, and that's not 26 kilowatts, that's 24 kilowatts. It's near about the same, but that there represents about $4,000 worth of batteries. Now, if you were doing a rack system like a lot of people are doing nowadays, that would be even more. So that makes that Tesla battery even more valuable. But anyways, at the time when I got the Tesla battery, I had no idea whether or not I could make this thing work with my system or not. And really, it didn't matter because if I couldn't, I could always resell it for what I bought it for, and probably a whole lot more. But anyways, I opened one up, and I was expecting to find two 24-volt cells inside one of these things. And apparently, the old Tesla Powerwalls were made that way. But the new ones now are 48 volts. So I was scratching my head thinking, geez, I don't know if I can make this work with my system or not. I thought, that was a wasted trip for nothing, and I'm going to have to put them back up on Craigslist. But then I remember a friend of mine over my Gab Solar group, and I'll give a shout out to Keith for the idea because he saved me on this one. He was taking solar chargers and converting higher voltages down to lower voltages. And I didn't think that would be possible because, you've got a limit, supposedly, from what the owner's manual says, of how many watts you can put into one of these things. Like, for example, this solar charger here is an 80 amp model, and the maximum input power, what the book says, is 5,000 watts. Well, you got 13,500 watts of battery there that you're going to hook up to a solar charger. Things could go wrong. They could go sideways. So anyways, I hooked it up expecting to see smoke and sparks and all that kind of stuff, and nothing happened. So I said, wow, that's pretty cool. So I hooked it up the rest of the way with the system, combined it with the lithium phosphates, and now they're working together. The only thing weird about how they work together is they don't drain equally together. Like all the lithium phosphates, they drain equally together, but the Tesla Powerwall, for some reason, it won't do a darn thing. Well, at the beginning of the day, when they're all fully charged and everything, Tesla won't do anything at all. The lithium phosphates do all the work, unless there's a real heavy load on the inverter. Then the Tesla will kick in. Or now it's about 1 o'clock in the morning, and my lithium phosphate banks are down to about 26.4 volts, And at that point is when the Tesla starts kicking in some power. So as you can see right now, uh, it's putting out around 10 amps or something like that, and my lithium phosphate on that one is doing about 6, 7. There's about 11, 12 there, about 10 there. So right now they're sharing the load pretty equally right now, but but even though that they don't drain equally together, it works out that they all drain equally overall because the lithium phosphates actually come to a stall about this time in the morning where they don't put out hardly anything, and the Tesla does all the work. And by morning time, when the sun comes up, they're pretty much equally charged across the board. So it works out pretty good. Whether or not they all discharge together or not doesn't matter. And the other thing is as far as mixing battery chemistries, if you took a Tesla brick, 24-volt brick, and try to tie it in with your lithium phosphate, you could do that. I don't know why they say you can't mix battery chemistries. If you just do a little bit of thinking, it's not hard to do. The lithium phosphate's ideal full voltage is 27.6 volts or thereabouts. And on a Tesla 24-volt brick, the most you can put into it is about 25, probably 29 and a half, or not 29 and a half, but 24 and a half volts. So basically all you got to do really is, if you've got all your batteries hooked up to the same chargers and stuff like that, is just set your BMS on the Tesla battery packs to shut down when they hit their maximum, and then the lithium phosphates will charge up the rest of the way until their maximum. So you're not losing anything on that. But I don't have theory of concept on this, but I'm kind of thinking that if you did do something like that, the reaction would be pretty similar to what I'm having here with the Tesla not doing anything in the beginning, and then coming on later on in the evening. But without proof of concept, I can't say that for a fact. Or you could just do your own 6S lithium ion pack and do pretty much the same thing if you wanted to. Mix it with some lithium phosphates if you wanted to. Depending what the price is, you get what's the better price. So anyways, I'm really ecstatic about running across this deal here, and these two batteries are likely going to be able to put me off grid here very shortly as soon as I get them all hooked up. So I'm looking forward to that, and this is all just so exciting. I'm just beside myself. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I don't think I have anything else to add to this, so I'll see you on the next one. Bye now.